Hello Sag, welcome to your reading for mid-September. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm pulling a past, present, future spread for you today, but I'm starting off with a couple of oracle cards and I'm using the tarot and the oracle of the mystical moments. Alright, weaving flowers. This is one of the most beautiful cards in this deck, and it's also the illustration on the cover of the box. This talks about, it is the magician card for me. It talks about creation, art of the universe and integration. So we see how she's gathering these delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. And it seems like she's weaving them together, bringing a greater whole into being. And she's calm, she's concentrated on her work, and she is a creator, if you think about it. She's creating not just the flowers, but she's creating her own reality. And she's drawing petals falling from the sky and the petals and the flowers growing from the earth. And inspiration is all around her. And she's gathering it up to create a new whole. I feel like how you are manifesting right now, how you are creating your own experiences is of paramount importance. How you are looking at the tools almost that you are using, how you're looking at your resources. These resources could be lessons, memories, they could be concrete resources, tangible resources, they could be monetary, they could be love, it could be anything. What is it? What is your assembly line? What are your resources? How are you making the most of them? And what are the tools that you are using? And what is it that you are creating out of it? Let's say you're in a relationship, all right? Your primary resource is your heart, your compassion, love, empathy, sensitivity. All right, your tools are verbal communication, how you interact with your significant other. How are you making the most of your speech? And as a result, what is it that you are creating? Sometimes we feel that things are happening to us. Once we shift that perspective and we realize that we make things happen to ourselves, is when we can start living very wholesome lives. So, if something is going wrong, if it is, make sure that you are not pointing the finger elsewhere. Because when you point one finger away from you, you're pointing three towards you. All right? So, ask yourself if you are making the most of your power. Now, when it comes to moon dance talks about daring, being daring, and at the same time balancing. It talks about easiness, adventure, and perspective. To an extent, this is the Fool card. You see how she's balancing herself on a rope, waltzing with the moon. She's doing a little dance with the moon right there. And she's dancing through life. And to be this confident, I feel, is a gift. And this is a gift that you need to be aware of and treasure. You are ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of optimism. So if anybody has the power to be this confident and daring, it is you, Sag. So be brave, be adventurous, get out of your comfort zone and see life from a different perspective. If you maintain a balance between levity and lightheartedness, you can stay above the everyday noise that threatens to bring you down. And I feel like you need to feel this adventure in your soul more than anything else, more than on a surface level. You do rule the 9th house, which is the house of spirituality and philosophy. I feel like there is a theory, a kind of theory or a realization that's knocking at your door as to how you can make the most of your relationships and your work life. There are more resources at your disposal than you realize. And I feel like you need to take that leap of faith and start using them to your advantage. All right, I needed a sip of coffee. Let's see what was in the recent past for you, Sag. Goodness. Ace of Cups. There we are. 8 of Swords. I knew there was a hiccup here. And the 7 of Swords. You're running away. You're running away from love because it is too much of a mental burden. The 8 of Swords is the energy of putting yourself in a cage. It is the energy of, well, things are not going to go my way, so why indulge? It is the energy of sneaking away with the 7 of Swords. Away from what? Love. This could be self-love, this could be love from another, it could be love to another. But this daring spirit, this adventurous spirit that the universe wants you to embrace is lacking, or was lacking in the past. I feel like these flowers that you were weaving them from a place of, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. And what happens when you do that? The other shoe does drop. You know what I mean? But let's see how you are embodying this energy in your current reality, in the present moment. 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. There it is. I'm sorry if you can hear drilling in the background. This house is under construction for centuries now. Anyway, with the Page of Wands, I feel like that adventurous spirit that I've been talking about is there. It's there for you to savor. And sorry, I need to adjust my camera. And I feel like you are finally making the most of it. You're finally making the most of these resources. You're exploring. Now, exploration could mean dating. It could mean exploring potential partners. It could talk about travel. It could talk about just putting yourself out of your comfort zone and seeing what else is out there. What else you can use to your advantage to make your life more wholesome. With the 3 of Cups, if there is a reunion that wants to happen in your midst, the energy is there. I feel like once you release yourself off of these boundaries and these walls that you've built around yourself, once you start being a little more vulnerable, once you start letting go of control a little bit, is when whatever this is that wants to come back to make your spirit happy will finally have access to your energy. Again, I say this a lot, I am not asking you to be vulnerable, I'm asking you to keep yourself open, and you want to, and I feel like you're doing that. At the same time, with the 4 of Swords, I feel like there's an immense amount of healing that is happening. With the Ace of Cups right above the 4 of Swords, this, like I mentioned earlier, the concept of self-love, I feel like you've been exploring that. Not only that, you're surrounding yourself with people who bring out the best in you. With the 3 of Cups energy, this can also be the energy of a soul tribe, of celebrating life with someone. And sorry, there's a temple right next door, you will hear the bell. With the 4 of Swords, there could be some quiet time, some R&R, some relaxation that could be due. It could be a vacation that you are due for. It could be a spiritual retreat that you are due for. Or this could just plain and simply be relaxing your mind, practicing mindfulness, giving yourself a little time to breathe. I feel like with the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, with the Ace of Cups, it's almost like the universe was handing you offers that, all right, here you go, Sag, what are you going to do with this? And you're just like, no, that seed is dormant, it's not going to grow, I'm just going to run away. Libra had a very similar energy. Was it Libra or was it Scorpio? I think it was Scorpio, sorry. So these petals that are being offered to you, it's almost like you're just tossing them away. You're like, oh, they're just petals, they're not flowers, I don't need these. Away with them. You know what I mean? It's the glass half empty analogy. I feel like you need to start looking at the glass as a glass and nothing else, because that is realism. It is not optimism, it is not pessimism, it's realism. Realism has a big part to play here because your mind is playing tricks on you, or at least it was. So this dissolvement of boundaries that needs to happen, and this correlation with people of the same frequency, and this healing that needs to happen, I feel like this is what you're indulging in now, and good on you, because this is what is going to help you create that more wholesome experience. All right, let's see. Immediate future. Oh, stunning. Okay, wow. Oh, goodness. Sag, you're cracking me up. What in the world? I can't even. Oh, my God. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and then we have the 8 of Cups. That Ace of Cups that was there in the past, whatever this offer was, it comes back. And it comes back not as a seed, it comes back as a whole fat package. A house with a white picket fence and puppies running around, children running around, and just a happily ever after. It's there. It's in your future. It starts off very small as the Page of Cups. It starts off with a little hello. It starts off with a little I miss you. It starts off with let's go out for coffee. but it eventually has the potential to become this. And what are you doing about it? You're walking away. If you are walking away because you feel like you have more work to do, you need to heal a little more, you need to pour more love into yourself, I congratulate you. I will never berate you for that. But if you're walking away because you're afraid of taking a risk, you will never grow. You will not evolve. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot, Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. You are prioritizing your stability. You are prioritizing feeling good about yourself. And again, that is something to be celebrated. But I feel like you are being overtly cautious. You are being extremely, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands together. That is a divine match. The Chariot is right here telling you to take that leap, to conquer that fear and to move forward and build your reality. But there's fear here. Whether this is fear in your own capability and capacity to make whatever this is work, or your fear in the resources that you're being given. You understand what I mean? The love that you are being offered. You're wondering if it's even worth investing in. So you're running away again. As a Sagittarius, speaking from experience, I've dealt with a lot of Sages in my life. I feel like freedom for you is priority. It's very important for you to not be shackled down. And I think that's wonderful because that gives you room to explore the depths of your mind without someone else controlling your thoughts. But if you don't have something that grounds you, the fire that you are born with, it can destruct yourself. It can destruct your psyche. You need either water or you need earth to stabilize you. So you need to start welcoming those changes in. You need to start welcoming those variables in. That's the only way you will be able to balance your energy. There is love coming in. What you do with it is up to you. Okay, let's get you some tea leaves. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. The universe has your back. Take that trust fall. The moon is protecting you. You see how she's almost using it to balance herself on that rope. That is universal energy. That is a trust fall and the universe catching your back. Trust. Beetle, good fortune. You can't make this up. You are protected. Jupiter, your ruler, is never going to lead you astray. It's going to give you that boost of energy to create the life of your dreams, but it's never going to let you take a risk and let you fall flat on your face. Dog, protection from... I mean, come on, man. Protection from a powerful friend. Who is that powerful friend? The universe. You are protected. Take that risk. Now is the time. We're in the age of Aquarius. It is the time to experiment and go on adventures and connect with people and expand your vision and your horizons. Prevent yourself from being stuck in that proverbial box. Something didn't work out in love in the past, well, to help with it. Whether they recreate the energy and come to you correctly, or you invite someone brand new into your life, either way, keep yourself open. Oh, we have a month. January. Big changes coming in January. I would look forward to that. Maybe that is when you'll finally be able to open yourself up. All right. I have a frog in my throat. Throat chakra. Could be blocked. Work on that. Work on your communication. We have a mask. We have love. We have a feather and we have W. Communication. Mercury is retrograding. So communication could be off for a lot of us, but it goes out of retrograde on the 2nd of October. Things will start moving. Do not wear a mask in love. Be authentic. Absolutely authentic. Because that is the only way you will attract the right partner who's meant for you. Someone you won't have to run away from. W could be your initial, could be the initial of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. But stay authentic. Speak your truth. My throat is a little wonky. I feel like you're not being able to communicate. Make sure you focus on that. Make sure you are... They're called spellings for a reason. It's a spell that you give out into the universe. Your words are spells. Right? Make sure you are sending out the correct spells. Alright, that was it for you, Sag. Hope this helped. Bye-bye.